her grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's just over a year ago. Thank you for coming in. It's very difficult to watch somebody that you love and losing little bits of them as time goes on.
No, it is. It's really hard. My nonna's got severe dementia.
Right.
And it's been very tricky for the family just sort of trying to accept it and understand it, because I think that's part of what we need to do, is educate people, because it's a very complicated disease. So I've learned a lot about it with the Alzheimer's Society.
And I think people are scared, Vicky. People are frightened,
yeah, it's
and it's trying to get over that, and it's trying to say. I mean, we saw she's living with Alzheimer's rather than suffering from. I think if we put that in our heads, that they're living with this disease, and how can we make life better? Yeah,
and they're doing. You know what the Alzheimer's are doing as well with Tech Centre actually is they're going to be able to support people that have sort of got working age dementia, which is 65 and under, which is frightening, because I think people associate sort of dementia and Alzheimer's with, oh, they're getting old, they've lost their memory, you know, and it is a lot more than that.
And what I do like is we saw there with Ray, the choirs, the singing.
Yeah, the singing for the brain,
you were saying sometimes if you can sing to your nan, or she hears a song, she lights up.
Yeah.
It's like she remembers.
She can remember songs, you know, nursery rhymes, just simple. You know, we'd actually sung some Christmas songs the other day, like Jingle Bells.
Oh, that's great.
And it works, and it's a part of the brain that you kind of, you know, it's got an emotional attachment as well, I think. So
I do. Yeah, and these memory walks are a good idea as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I started working with the Alzheimer's Society because of the memory wall. They'd asked me to sort of go down and open it. And at the time I had no idea really. I didn't understand Alzheimer's. I understood that it was to do with memory, but I didn't quite understand the vast. But they're brilliant, and it gets bigger and better every year. And I've been opening them for 5 years now.
Oh, that's great. That's really good. Yeah. And as far as your nan goes, it must be difficult to go and see her, but at the same time, she's still your nan. You know, even though she's losing bits of herself, she still is that woman. You know, she
is still that woman. I mean, my nonna's got other sort of issues as well as the dementia,
Right.
So it's quite complicated. And I've recently made sort of a short documentary with her, and we featured her in it. It was a difficult decision for my mum to make, but it was made because we want people to understand it, because she screams a lot, and that's through frustration. You know, if you ask her a question,
of course,
how old are you? She doesn't know. So it's very difficult. But
does she still recognise you? Does she still realise you're on telly and you're doing all these amazing things?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't understand that. But weirdly, I went round this week, and she named me as somebody, and then the week before that I walked through the door and she went Vicky straight away, which really took me by surprise.
Because I can see, obviously, you've got different,
the different hair.
Every and that would make even people that know you really well to sort of go, oh gosh, you look really,
I did
really
say
different.
to her, do you prefer the blonde? And she said, yeah. She's quite sort of stern about it.
They've said, look, unless we take drastic action, the services under the NHS are going to suffer. Because if you operate on someone who continues to smoke, or it continues to be massively overweight,